Thobela, Ewela, gosh, I'm rushing. I need to Kganyang. I need to Kganyang. Thobela, Ewela, Ndauwee, Makhosi, and Kganyang. I can see there's one person there. We'll wait a little bit to see if there are many people, at least 2 or 3 joining us, and then we start. Anyway, Tuesday live session. Let me log on to this one. Oh, I can't log on as myself, can I? All right, gosh. All right. Here we go. All right. I'm in. Okay. All right. Gosh, I was wearing my glasses since morning, so I messed up my eyes now. I can't see properly without my eyes. This is what happens. The moment I wear glasses from morning, I have to wear them now. Let me just get them. Guys, I'll come and greet you properly. Let me just get my glasses. I messed up my eyes today. Oh, man. Oh, gosh. Yes. This is what happens. I refuse to wear these glasses, but I was watching a film and I was wearing them, and now I can't read properly. But I need to adjust my eyes because I hate looking at myself with glasses on. Even with pictures, I take them off and take pictures, guys. Don't see me with I do not like this. I do not like this look. I never like glasses. I really never like them. Even though I'm supposed to wear them. I'm gonna squint my eyes. Tabaza Lindiwe, Tariro, I'm happy to be here. Welcome, and Kganyang. Susan, Susan, and Tabuho, Tokoza Tabuho, Diaganyo, Lesedi, and Kganyang. Kganyang, I hope you guys are doing well. It's been a long time, right? For our live session. Yes, I wanted to go live yesterday. Gosh, I was so tired, but I was so bored as well. Like, I need to go and get my online people, the gogos and them coolers out there. But gosh, I think I'm coming up with a cold as well. I've been coughing nonstop, like really. Anyway, well, I'm not coughing now, which is good. And Togoza naturally, yes. Kganyang. As I Kganyang, and you Kganyisa me back, you Kganyang, and you Kganyisa me as well. Yes, we do the Kganyising bit. Anyway, the tea. I was waiting around, like, I can't wait to drink my tea, but I'm gonna drink it while I'm doing the live session. Guys, it's so good. I mean, the whole preparation thing, coming live here, is, for me, it's like the best thing ever, isn't it? So making the tea, waiting around, like, I'm not gonna drink my tea until I go live. How good is that? Anyway, and Swangile, Togoza, Abalozi, my ears are Okay, my ears are, I'm entering the third week. Okay, all right. Basically, your ears are like ringing, I guess. The Abalozi ears. Okay, you're right. And and welcome, welcome. And thank you for joining me, guys. Thank you for joining me. And hopefully we'll be doing some lovely things. We've got an hour. Uh, and I'm sorry I came late. But guys, you know that I told you this live session, Tuesday live session, there's no time. I just put time so that I prepare you that I can come at any time from that time I put there. So I hope people start looking at me like I'm not good at time. Oh, when it comes to time, guys, I like being on time. I like being on time. But with this live session, I prefer not to put myself like I'm gonna do it at this particular time because it really messes me up, right? I like to come like unprepared, like just pop in. That's how I mentally prepare for this one. Unpreparedness to come on this live session. Anyway, how are you guys? How are you feeling? How are you getting on spiritually? As spiritual people, how have you been going? How's this? What did they say? How do you feel about this journey? Remember, even when you're working, this journey doesn't stop. We're learning as we go in, you know? We keep on learning. New things comes in. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to share the new thing. Until I understand exactly what it is that they were showing me and they were telling me. It was too much for me. I mean, I couldn't sleep. I think maybe that's why I'm feeling actually like my body, like I'm run down. Like actually, I feel like I'm too tired, and I'm coming up with these coughs and stuff like that. I hardly get these coughs and stuff like that. But I think I'm run down. My body is just, I'm tired. These people, they're giving us information that is too much for us to take. Anyway, uh, uh, and it's good, and we are happy with uh, information, right? Any good information is good. New things, anything that you're learning is good. Um. Anyway, so how are you guys going? How are you guys doing? What am I saying? Khanya, Khanya, as you Khanisa others, as they Khanisa you back. So, how are you doing, guys? How are you doing? This journey. How do you think it's been like for you for the past 2 weeks that we haven't been speaking with each other? And well, apart from the past 2 weeks, how are you feeling about the whole thing? Anyway, remember, it is just this Tuesday live session is for me to give back, right? I'm sharing what I know and hoping that I will help someone, who's going through the process, either self-initiating or finished. And just sometimes we just want company. Even me, I literally need this company of yours at this particular moment. I need it. I'm a sucker for this company. What you're giving me now, I always look forward to this Tuesday live session so I can just be myself, right? Yes. Anyway, so what is happening? I've been okay. Tariro is saying I've been down a lot, confused, sometimes elevated, but then down again. I told myself I'm gonna try one more time to get help from a healer. They told me my ancestral code doesn't exist. There is no tradition like that. Huh? It's depending. Remember, if you go to a healer that your people are sending you to, you avoid these kind of things. If your people direct you to someone, you should focus on that, because when your people are directing you to someone, it means that person is going to understand everything that your people are telling you, your people are showing you. That is why we go for people that have been, our people have guided us to us, right? That is what this is all about. Even when you need a mentor, guys, mentoring, you need your people to direct you to that person, because that person is going to understand them. But if you just go into someone like that, you're going to have this kind of confusion. And I'm telling you, even when you believe that that person is telling you something that sometimes it's not what what you think they're right, but it's going to be running at the back of your head. Like one day someone said something like this. It's like it's one of those things that brings doubts to you when you're not, they just you've got that down. Because remember that when you're on this journey at the early stages, you're vulnerable. So anything that comes in, even though you don't want to suck it in, it stays there. Whenever you're vulnerable, it pops out like that. Then you are like, yeah, that healer might have been right. That healer might have been telling me the truth. Maybe this thing doesn't actually exist. That's what brings the doubt. That is why you always have to go as per your ancestors' directions or guidance towards a particular person. And stick there until your people tell you otherwise. So that there's no room for confusion. But you'll be fine. You'll be fine, Tarulu. You'll be strong. Don't worry. You'll be strong. Anyway, you'll be strong. And then remember that if your people don't say anything otherwise, you should trust your people, the people who are talking to you directly. Yes. And a lot of these things that we see in our dreams or in visions that our people are showing us, they don't exist. Some of them, they don't exist anymore. So if they're showing you something, it means they're bringing it to your awareness. You must be aware of it, that it now exists. Once you see it, it exists, right? You're the one who, if you're like me and you don't see it in shops, you will recreate it to bring it into existence. So forget about others. Others, they sometimes even us. We've got some days we are going, we are feeling, we are projecting too much, right? We're projecting our fears. You will never seen something like that. So therefore, to you, since it doesn't exist, since you've never seen it, you're gonna project that fear or that I do not know about it to someone else. Therefore, making that person believe that it really doesn't exist because you don't know it exists. You understand? That is why on this journey, you guide it. Anyway, that is what it's all about. And Ndauwee and Tombi, Ndauwee. Yes. Yes, so remember that you need to be strong, guys. You need to be strong. Some days, yes, there'll be those days, right? And sometimes when you're spiritual ascensions, right? When you reach a particular stage or state, right? And you get there. Let's say you are on level 0. You get to level 1. You're gonna go through the ups and downs while you're there on top on level 1. Once you've passed that, whatever it is that you've been taken to school for, you're gonna go through ups and downs. Those ups and downs is like cleansing. They're cleansing you in preparation to get to the next stage, level 2, right? So that's when you see us, when we receive new information, we get down. You don't even know how you're feeling, right? Your body is processing this new information that you just received. Some days you're just a mess, so because it's like a cleansing you into the next stage. It's cleansing you into the next stage, preparing you into the next stage. So you have to go through that. That transition is like that. Yeah, like I'm telling you guys, like since I came back with this new information, I've been a mess. Like I'm even feeling like I'm getting this cold. I'm coughing a lot, obviously, because my body's like I'm totally down. My sleep pattern is a mess. My dreams as well. It's like it's messy. You understand? It's messy because my body is trying to adjust to this new information. It happens to me all the time. So when people are telling me things like this, it reminds me of me. Like every time I go through that, the next new step for a week or maybe sometimes for 3 days, but this time is longer than that. It's like I'm exhausted. Yeah, your body's adjusting. After that, you'll see things will be like blossoming, right? You'll be getting there. You'll see me looking beautiful. In the moment, I'm tired. Anyway. And you will be fine, Charito. You'll be fine. Trust your people. Trust your people. Always do that. Susan, go Thobela, Susan. Gogo, I'm struggling to sleep nowadays. I've been told that my ancestors are initiating me themselves, but then they told me to go to someone to assist me for 8 days for my calling. I'm confused. What are they going to help me with in such a short space of time? Okay. When you're initiating, yes, it is normal that when you're self-initiating, it's normal that your people will take you to someone. You see, in ancestral realm, or even let me start physical, in real life situations. Real life situations, right? We need help from others. Sometimes there are things we can do on our own. Sometimes we need extra help from others, right? That is when our ancestors will see that spiritually they can help you with certain things, but physically you need to go somewhere where not only are you getting help, but as well you're learning on how others are doing it. It is an exchange on information. It happens spiritually, but physically sometimes we don't see it unless if they're telling you what it is that you are exchanging with that person that they send you to. It is always an exchange. Every time you're sent to a Thobela, or anytime you're going to someone, you are exchanging information, guys. Remember that. Even when you're consulting, you are exchanging information. Your ancestors and the person's ancestors, they are both exchanging information. I can only tell you about my experiences. Every person, every contact that I'm with, whether in consultation, whether I'm helping someone or I'm mentoring someone, I'm getting new information, and they're getting information from me. I'm talking about just normal, physically some other people will not see, but it's an exchange of information. So when they're sending you to someone, sometimes there are things that you cannot do on your own. Let's say maybe sometimes they can see that you cannot do the cleansing on your own. Sometimes they'll send you to someone to go there to do the cleansing. Sometimes there are things that they want you to do, like the steaming and all those kind of things. Sometimes when they're revealing big information, you cannot take it on your own. Guys, sometimes the information they give us, our ancestors give us, if you're not strong, you will be like totally messed. That's why you see some people when they're getting this big new information, sometimes they get into deep depression. So you need to be near someone so that when they're giving you this big information, I'm not saying this is what is going to happen to you. I'm just telling you circumstances that will get your people to send you to someone while you're self-initiating. So when you're getting this big information, you need to be in the presence of someone who will be helping you process the information that they're giving you. Especially if they are not talking to you while they're not talking to you like those ancestors like mine. They can tell you, this information we're giving you, my child, your body is going to be a mess. This information we're giving you, my child, you're going to be like just tell your family that you're going to be sick. They just have to look at you as a sick person. And when they're talking to you, they should be careful, because whatever that they're saying to you, you're not going to be hearing it the way they're saying it. If your ancestors are not like that, right? So they'll send you to someone. So when they're revealing things, that person is able to help you process it gently. As well, when they're helping you process it gently, they're showing you how they work as well. You're taking note. This person works like this with others. That is you. That is your training as well. As you're processing information, you're training on how you work with others, right? As they're cleansing you, you physically learning on how people cleanse others. That is your training. When they're doing whatever they're helping you with medicine, whatever you're footing with, you're steaming with, you're learning, oh, when other people are steaming like this, they do it like that. Even me, when I start working as a healer, okay, I can see they're doing it like that. I'm going to do it like that, but I'm going to do it in this other way. Spiritually, your ancestors are giving that person that the person's ancestors some new information. That person is learning through you as well. Do you understand? That is how we get and exchange information with each other. That is why every time your people send you to someone, you should go there running. Because they are spiritually exchanging information and you're physically exchanging information with the said person that your people have guided you towards. But unfortunately, as human beings, we like being choosy. We like being choosy. We want to choose what we think is best for us. You go there, your ancestors are there. There's no information change. There's no exchange of information with the other ancestors. They're there. They're wondering what is happening where you are. And you come out, there's nothing. Your ancestors are not going to be feeding you something different, because the ancestors where you went, they were not in alignment with your ancestors. Do you understand? So that's why we should take these contacts as an exchange of information. It is always exchange of information, guys. It is never one way. You do not go there, you go and pay someone for consultation, and you go back home. That person didn't learn anything from you. It doesn't work like that. The moment you go there, there's going to be new information coming to that person because there's an exchange. Anyway, so when they're sending you to someone, you go there, go running, go there. And when you get there, don't go there and go there and learn on how other people are doing it. Like, remember that as self-initiate, most of the time when we visit others, because as well, we believe we know better, right? When we visit others and others are doing things and we think, are you sure? When you go there, you need to humble yourself. Go to someone and humble yourself for those few days that you're there. Because as humble as you are learning. Remember, you're going to someone's house. You're learning on how other people are living in their own homes, how they do their own things and stuff like that. When you come out, you take whatever you think you need it, is good for you. You will leave what you don't think is going to be good for you. Right? That is what it's all about. Anyway, where was I? Gosh, my eyes. I'm a mess. Can't see properly. Thank you so much. I took you a little late. I'm so grateful. Oh, you're welcome. It's late. You're welcome, Susan. Lindy, I haven't seen you for some time. My ancestors sent me to Thobela for 11 days. I learned a lot spiritual, although it was hard to adjust. Yes. So you learn a lot. That's why I keep on saying. Everything, even being here on this live session, you are taking what you're taking and you're leaving what you're not going to be using while you're waking, right? Just an exchange, guys. Always an exchange. So I always tell anyone who comes to me, if you're coming to me for anything, I always tell you that you need to be observant of what you think I'm doing and what you think I'm saying, right? And open your ears properly. Because you being with me here, consulting with me, is not what you're thinking. Because sometimes we think you're consulting because you want me to tell you something. Forget about that. Just take this as you are here. Like those exchange students, you go to a country, you go to live with a family, you're learning how they're like, their culture and all those things. You go into their school, you're learning how they're like in their school, how they learn there and stuff like that. And another one is going to your own place. You're learning, when you go back home, you're telling them, oh, there I was learning this and that. Even with all consultation we do, guys, you should be going there. Don't take it as if you're going there to test someone. You're going there to learn about whatever it is that your people are sending you there for. Because sometimes you might be there with someone, they're talking and stuff like that, you don't think you've heard something. When you go back home, when you're talking to your ancestors, now they show you what it is that you were learning while you're in that person's company, as in consulting. Right? That is how it is all about. I almost forget to drink my tea is getting cold. And it's that nonsense. Magwat. It's got all those things I need to keep on taking out, like some seeds popping out on the thing. Can you see it? Yeah. So we learn a lot, guys. We learn a lot. So much. Everything is you're learning something. That is why sometimes you see our ancestors, right? It's called here. That's why sometimes you see ancestors when they are training us, they take us away. They kick those friends that they are not going to be good for us spiritually. They make sure that they tell us things about them that they're not going to be making us happy, so that we leave them. Because every time you're with that person, you're with that friend, you're getting something that your ancestors don't think is necessary, therefore messing you up. Even the boyfriends and the girlfriends, or the men and women we are with, right? Sometimes you see that they don't want you to be around them, and you're wondering, why? but I was enjoying myself there. Why? Because your people, they can tell that this exchange is just gonna be messy. It's just gonna be a messy exchange. You understand? So they tell you things about them that you don't want to hear, so that you can leave those people alone, right? Because they don't want you to be exchanging information with the wrong people. Oh shit! I bet my language sometimes can go in a bad way. So yes. So any way they send you guys, you need to go running. And even where you go sometimes, because I think when I first came here on YouTube, because guys, I was not familiar with this lot of this kind of things that people experience, right? When you hear people complaining, right? Because we complain a lot, guys. I complain as well. You hear me complain about my ancestors, right? Sometimes you go to someone and you think you wasted your time. Guys, remember to tick like those things, those likes, right? Because I'm seeing 18 people, which is a lot even for me, for my ancestors. You're shocking me now, and I can only see 6 likes. Oh, come on, guys. Those thumbs, they should be working. Anyway, so you what was I even talking about? Oh yes. So you see people complaining. We complain, right? We complain. Like I said, I'm including myself and I'm projecting here. We complain about things, but when you think about it properly, you realize that it was a lot of lessons in there. And we're just complaining about things that it is obvious. You were just learning about that. And sometimes the things that you think that were hard, there are things, when I'm saying hard, it's like what not to do. Your people are just showing you that some people that are working like this much hard, these are exactly, it's like they're sending you to somewhere where their code of conduct is totally bad. So your people, they're sending you there so that you do not do anything like that. So they want you to look at that person and actually see what they're doing and the things they're doing that are wrong. So that when you go home, you swear that you'll never do anything like that. Because otherwise, if they don't show it to you in a real life kind of thing, they might show you in dream state to show you how others work. Like, how others work. But sometimes they know you. If they're showing you theory, you're not going to process it. So they have to physically send you to take you there so that you can see what not to do physically. So in practicality, like what not to do. This is exactly what you should not do. Even when you go home, you swear as soon as you come out of that gate that you will never ever cheat people like that, or you will never ever do anything like that, or you'll never ever work like that. And you'll always remember. Every time you start feeling like you're relaxing, you remember that particular person and you correct yourself right there. Because you've seen it and it is in your memory. It is part of it's there. It stays with you like that. Every time you think you're relaxed, that comes out. And because we are like that. Some people are good with theory, some people are good with practice. And like you have to live through it for you not to do it. You have to burn your finger first. Others, like some of us, like me, I know I should not put my finger on there, right? I know that light looks like it's gonna burn me. I'm not even gonna try and stick my finger in it. But some people, their ancestors, they have to make that flame dance for them, pull them in. And then they just stick their finger in there, stick their finger right there, and bam! And when they see candle burning like that, they'll remember. As soon as they see someone about to light a candle like this, they run away like that. It is in the memory. Anyway, what are you guys saying? We're talking too much. Ellen, Thobela Ellen. Okay, Ellen Zoda. Coco, what does it mean to dream having a house on top of the sea? How did your house come into it and the sea? How did your dream start? How did your dream start? How did your dream start? And what were you doing in that house? And what were you thinking when you saw that house? Just tell me your dream properly, because now you want me to tell you about the house, what it means, the house on top of the sea. It doesn't mean anything to me. Water spirits, they will use things like that. So just tell me what your dreams were like, so that I understand what your water spirits were trying to tell you. And if you had people in there with you, tell me what you were saying with those people, what you were saying to the people, and what the people were saying to you, how you felt in that dream, so that I can explain it the way that your people might have been trying to tell you about something about you or something about your work, if it is your work. Anyway, yes, Kganyang. Yes, as we Kganyang. Guys, a house is just a house, is where we go and we feel safe, right? We feel safe. But sometimes these water spirits, they show our weaknesses and our strength by appeasing us with houses, nice houses, beautiful houses. They attract us with those nice things. But it's not about the house. It's about what you think when you're looking at that particular house, how you're thinking about it. Ooh, me, I just want to see myself living there. Ooh, my house is better than others. Look at where it is. My house is there in the middle of the sea. How am I even going to get there to eat? Oh my gosh. Because they are trying to tell you something about you, right? This is nothing to do with them. It is about you and what you think about how you relate to other things that you see, because obviously, you understand how you relate to things. Because sometimes, anyway, let's hear what your dream says so that we can try and get into you. Okay. House in the sea. If I remember, do I remember any dream about the house in the sea? Yeah, I think I did have something like that. But the dream it came in too many dreams with too many messages as well. It was not just the house in the sea. It was a lot of things, but it was about me as well and my conduct, how I conduct myself, and it was related to work as well. So these dreams, if you don't give too much context, you're going to be played a lot. Not by me. If you just want for me to say the house means that we're dealing with water spirits. We want to understand what your water spirits were saying about you in relation to an abode, a place where you're supposed to go and relax in it. Anyway, so that is just that. So let's yes, guys, what is happening? What time is it? Yes, what's happening, guys? Remember that this live sessions is just gonna be an hour. So let's relax and talk to each other properly. Ellen is saying, this dream came twice. I was in a house, okay, with a rooftop, okay, then sleeping and saw this lady walking out of seawater. She kneeled in front of me and said, Togoza Gogo. Okay, that sounds great. She was wearing a red skirt and a red spig. Okay, that's beautiful. And what did you say to her? That's beautiful. So that's beautiful, Gogo. So we are talking to Gogo now. Gogo Ellen. Okay, so we now know that we're talking to Gogo. So the spirits were acknowledging that you're a Gogo, right? They were acknowledging that bit about you, that that they are now talking to Gogo. And then what did you say? Obviously, red speak, I'll be going there, I'll be running there to get it myself, because obviously they're showing you what they like, they prefer themselves. Red speak, right? That is the water spirits that were talking to you. And then what did you say to them? Did they give you any other message? Because with the red speaker as well, there would have been messages as well in there to tell you what that speaker means. That red color means in that dream. Your Gogo, the one who was talking to you, and wearing the red speaker. If that dream, you're giving it to me, you remember everything in detail on how it was building up, the way it started, right? The way it started, and now you there meeting Gogo, and Gogo says, Togoza Gogo to you, right? Acknowledging that they are speaking to an equal. Now, if you remember exactly everything that happens, like how you were feeling, what you were saying to that spirit, right? You remember everything, then we might even get to understand what your red speaker will mean to you. Your message will be there in the dream as well, about the speaker that your people were showing you in that dream, that they needed a red speaker. And it means, when you wear red, my child, it means this, because that dream will have had that information. It's like it would have started with a drama leading you to that you wear the red speaker for this, my Gogo child. Okay? Okay. Thobela Bahulu, there's no further message. Thobela Aquila. So now we know that we are talking to Gogo, right? Because your people have already said you're a Gogo. And then you're going to need that red speaker. You're going to need to wear it as well, right? Because if you're going to be talking to them, they wearing red means you're going to have to wear red speaker. Remember that. They show us our colors like that sometimes. Okay, Susan Makhosi, I have a prophetic gift, Gogo, and I dreamt of myself with people wearing black, white leopard prints, speaker. They were carrying the drums but not playing them. Okay, it was a short dream. Okay, all right. Black and white leopard prints. Okay, that's beautiful. So do you have this speaker yourself? Do you have speaker? That means your people are those ones that they're gonna need you drumming. They're gonna need you drumming. So you're gonna have those people that likes the drum. Most of us have those ones. They just, especially with prophetic, those ones who loves just that. When you start working, when you do the drums, you see even everything becomes clear. The way you sense people, the way you sense everything, everything comes, even the dreams, they come clear, because you play the drum, you satisfy that bit of you, everything opens up nicely. But you have the speaker that they showed you. Okay. Susan, then I said, okay. Okay. Was I talking to Susan? Oh, all right. Oh, Ellen's daughter, it was a short dream. Ellen's daughter, they'll come to you. They say Togoza Gogo, they acknowledging that they're speaking to Gogo, right? So if I was you, I would have been going back to them, right? And telling them, okay, if you know that you're a Gogo, right? Now you know you're a Gogo. And they've shown you that they like the red cloth. They showed you that they like the red cloth, right? This, your speaker is red, right? Right? They showed you that. And Susan's one, that was Susan Ellen, right? Susan's one is speaker, right? But it is black and white, isn't it? That's what you said. Black and white with leopard prints. That means you're going to be, if you don't have it, you're going to be getting it. Right? This is how they communicate. So you're going to get it for them. So you wear it and ask. So I've got it the way you showed it to me in dreams. So now what? Okay, if you don't have drums, you know that you're going to need them. You're going to have drums. Anyway, because your people, they're going to be the drumming people. What was it? Then I said, what scientists will fedile joale? I'm at the time referring to myself. Okay, so what is it about you and being a scientist? Scientist who fedile. So what was it? Because it's something to you personal. You know what it's reference to. Yeah, about the scientist bit. I wouldn't know, but it is something related to you, as in your personal life with the scientific stuff. So you know what your people were saying, that now we're getting serious. If it was me, like Okay, let me not get into myself because we're gonna be personal, too personal. Okay, so that is good. You're in the process of getting speaker. Get it. You can make speaker. Remember that you can make your own speaker. Please, these things are easy to make. You can make your own speaker, right? You just get a cloth, you cut it in the way that you do speaker, and you create your own speaker, guys. Let's be creative. Okay. I'm a scientist by profession. Yes. So that means now you deep into this. So that's good. And it's good that you said that in the dream, because that means you were physically you are struggling. You were struggling with the beat that the scientific beat, and having to now face your spiritual calling, your calling, right? So if in the dream you acknowledge that beat of yours, that I'm now moving into this phase, I have to be serious about it. You're telling yourself that scientists will fail. That means you accepted that beat. You accepted that beat of yourself. You accepted it. If you can accept it in the dream, physically you've accepted it. So we are happy that you've accepted that beat. So that is good. Okay, all right. Yes, that is beautiful. It's beautiful to hear. That's beautiful to hear, because it is a struggle, especially from that professional beat, getting into the spiritual beat, guys. It is a different, difficult thing altogether. All those time studying at night, and now you have to get to now face this other bit of you that is new, and it is spiritual, and you want to be known as probably when you're meeting people, when they're asking you, so Suzanne, what are you? What do you do? You'll be like, I'm a scientist. I work for this company and this and this and that. Now, when you're meeting people physically, that is when they show you in the dream that you accepted that beat, you've accepted the calling. So now when you meet people physically, when they're asking you, so what are you? You'll be telling them, I'm Gogo. I work with Abalozi. I'm a traditional healer. That is when you've accepted this line of work, right? Physically, because in dream state you've accepted it already. So that is good. So that's beautiful. It's beautiful to hear. And how are you guys? Are you Kganyang? And remember, when you're Kganyang, you need to show your Kganyang beat by taking the like buttons, because those like buttons, guys, your thumbs are not going to be damaged either. Anyway, let's get into this bit of accepting that this bit of holding on to our thumbs is finished now, and start be talking like Susan there, saying the holding on thumbs buffedile. Those things buffedile. We're no longer holding on to our thumbs. We're now doing the tricks that people do online. The encouragement thumbs. We tick the like buttons if we think someone is giving us something. We like it. Anyway, well, not only that, it is encouraging. You're encouraging someone to keep on doing what they're doing and what they like doing. Anyway, well, what is happening with us? I know some of you were thinking that I was going to be talking about my trip, right? I can't talk about it now, guys, yet. I need to process the things. It's messy. It is messy. What I've learned about this new information, it is messy for me. When I'm saying it's messy, remember that my language is different, right? I mean that it's something I've never heard of, and I do not know yet how I'm supposed to even explain it myself, because I can't explain it rationally to myself. So to be able to explain it rationally to you, it's going to take me a lot of processing. My people have to show me a lot of things, as in what do you call it? As in dreams format, a lot of information in dream format for me to understand what they're saying, what they've opened. That gate they've opened is a difficult kind of thing, right? It's difficult. it's difficult. I haven't yet processed it, and I don't know how I'm going to process it. I've been trying to process. So far, I cannot process the information they've given me. So I'll share with you as soon as I've processed it. At the moment, if I'm saying something without processing, it don't sound right even to me. But it is a different line altogether. I'm not even talking about, I know you guys are thinking, I'm going to be talking about the spirits there in the northern part of Africa, right? Those ones I haven't yet met them like when I'm saying met them. Remember that spiritually, when you're introduced into new spirits, they come in a nice way, like a little bit. Like sometimes, like let's say you're about to talk to, if you haven't yet met the Abalozi, right? I'm giving you an example. You're about to meet the Abalozi. What they do when they pop in to you, they will show you a little bit of water, right? Of the sea. You kind of like, you think, did I actually see the sea, or did it look like it was a wave from the sea, or what was it? Or was that a beach? They show it like that. Or sometimes for others, you'll be seeing, you'll be like, you're following footsteps. Where you're following footsteps is like where it is like the beach, near the beach. You know, like when you leave a footstep near the beach, you can see that this is the beach, right? The beach scent and stuff like that. So they pop in like to you like that, small bit, right? So you are like following footstep towards the inside the sea, but you can't tell what is actually happening there. It is an introduction, right? They introducing themselves a little bit like that. But this one, what I've done there, what I've done in Egypt was alignment, meaning that they were aligning me so that they can open the gate. Like you get to be in that particular spot so the gate can open. So like you get to, let's say I'm in level 5, I have to go to level 6. So I'm standing there at the level 5 bit. So I have to walk towards level 6. So for level 6 gate to open. So I walk towards level 6. I'm metaphorically saying something. Going towards level 6 gate, and then the gate open. And oh my gosh, it is not spirituality as I know it. That is the only thing that I can say for now. This is totally something that I've never had it anyway. I'm even afraid to even do research to actually try to understand what it is. I'm gonna go on this organically, proper organic. So I'm just gonna wait for my people to introduce me to those people there. And I'm telling you, they tried. When I'm saying they tried to introduce me, introductions, guys. I told you how it happens. It happens in little bit. So they try to open me to. They've warned me already, right? They've opened the gate. They've told me what this level 6 is all about. I'm just giving an example. They've told me what this level 6 is all about. It looks like something I've never seen, something I've never heard anyone talking about. And this is something, is unusual, I cannot explain it. As in, I can only write down, like trying to process, like it must look like this. So now the warning is like this. They're telling me, they show me in dream, because remember that my people, the way they talk to me, they show me something, they come and talk to me, then they show me in dream format what it is like, so that I understand, I know what I'm talking about when I'm talking to people. So what they're telling me now is that what I'm used to is not going to be the same. Like what I used to be with my ancestors. I can go outside. This is them metaphorically telling me how it is like, how I used to be like with my ancestors. I've got a book. I can go outside to my garden, right? This is a dream. In the dream, they're showing me what this new thing is like. I'm going outside to the garden, to my garden. Normally, when with my ancestors, I go there, it's peaceful. I can read my book in peace and be excited because remember, they have to use what you do normally. So I can read in peace, listen to the birds sings. Oh, my ancestors are calm. They're like that. So with this new thing, this new gate that they open, I can no longer go outside into my own garden and read a book in peace because these neighbors, it is metaphorical. The people that they are going to be introducing me in the northern part of Africa, they are those ones that you cannot read. You can no longer read a book outside in the garden. It is like trying to read a book, being in peace, lying down on those garden chairs, and then you can hear the children cry, children crying all over the place. You can't tell which child is which, and it's like, I'll explain it to you properly. I was just trying as well to process. Anyway, Susan, and now last week I jumped up for Matwasana with 3 black goats and white goat. Okay. Each was standing next to its initiate. Okay. The Thobela was feeding them a raw spinach. I was there watching them. Oh, okay. Not sure what it means. Your people will explain it to you. Your people will explain it to you. We'll explain it to you. Remember that you're learning in these dreams as well. You're learning. So if people are coming with different goats, like let's say with whatever it is they're coming with, right? Remember that sometimes it depends on what your people are going to be working with, how your people are going to be working with you, and what your association about the goat is like, right? Your association. Remember that my spirits, I do not have any people that will be using anything to do anything like the slaughtering and stuff like that, right? So my association with goats is just, it comes as clear, right? So remember now that people who are going to come to you are not going to be the same as those people are coming to you. Some they're coming with white goats, someone will come with a black goat. But as a healer, you're going to be dealing with different people, the white ones and the black one. That's what I'm saying. Now it depends with your association, how you associate the black goat and how you associate the white goats, right? How you associate it in general. In general, I mean, from your memory, from watching all the healers on live, on YouTube, from knowing about what healers do with goats and stuff like that. What is your association? Because your people are using your association. What is your association when you see something black as an animal and a goat? And what is your association when you see white goat and it is like that with Matwasan? Your association, right? The reason why I'm mentioning this is because I think I know where your people are going with this, but I can't say it because of the way my people work. But now they are being given what? They are being given the raw spinach. Let's say maybe people are bringing that. Let's say it's nothing to do with what you're going to be doing with them. Let's say some people are coming. Remember that this dream didn't come like that. It came with more information because it could have been that your people were showing you in that dream. You haven't explained it properly to me. You just took the goat and the black goat and the thing and people being given spinach, but you didn't give me the context on how those people were thinking and what they were saying as well, and what you were thinking as well when now the healer. Remember now, let's put it as physical. I'm bringing my goat. I'm gonna want to eat this goat, and I'm leaving out the goat, the bloods of the goat, right? I'm leaving that because remember my gifts. I cannot say things like that. I'm bringing this animal. This is what I want, and I want to eat this. This is the kind of animal I want to eat, and the others are coming with the other ones, and this is the kind I prefer to eat. But the Thobela doesn't do that. The Thobela is giving them something that she does. But in that dream, it would have been running. They will be showing you why the Thobela is giving them the raw vegetables, right? Instead of giving them what they brought, so what they are preferred to. Because it will depend. If it was that dream about food, whether it's eating, we prefer to eat this, the other ones prefer to eat that, the Thobela is giving them something that the Thobela eat. You understand? It's totally different. So I can't tell you what it means without more information. I'm just giving you different kind of scenarios for you to understand, to try and think about your dream properly, of whether those people were coming with those animals because of that's what they wanted to be fed. Oh, they were coming with those animals because that is what their gifts are like. Or they were coming with those animals because, like your association, you think white means this. Your ancestors might be telling you that they're coming with these animals that looks white because of your association with white means in the purest form. The other ones are coming with the black goat because not all Matwasana are going to be bringing white gifts. Some of them is going to be like your association, black goat means this. You understand? So your people will explain it to you properly. See, like I'm giving you two different perspectives because in your dream it will be like it was about food. In your dream it will be like it was about gift. But then even with those gifts, wherever you go, you have to go and eat what someone is giving you. You understand? Or when you're going somewhere, you're getting something, you're coming with this. You understand? So your dream will be self-explanatory, especially dreams like this. It is self-explanatory. You can tell even your dream where you're thinking, oh, so the Thobela is giving them raw vegetables and they came with live animals. And why is Thobela giving them that one? But they came with that one. You understand? Because animals in that dream of yours could have been about food, could have been about gift, could have been about the purity of gifts and the darkness of gifts. But I cannot say anything without more information. Thobela Gogo, Thobela Faith. I have black as dark. They were singing. I take black as dark. You see, it is your association. So, meaning that they were coming with, whatever they were coming with, the white, pure, and the others were coming. Remember that people who are coming to us, the gifts are not going to be the same. But as traditional healers, we're supposed to help everyone with whatever gift that they're coming with. It only becomes difficult when you don't, like if people want things like the blood beat and you cannot do the blood beat. That is the differences. But normally we need to cater for people's needs, different needs. But as well, when they come into us, they have to accept what we can give them. We cannot give them everything that they want. We can only give them what we are able to give them. We can only help people with what we can help them with. We cannot help people with everything that they need help with. You understand? Meaning that the healer, the Thobela with the raw vegetable, can only give them the raw vegetable because that's what she is able to give them. She's able to give them. Remember now, this is, if it's talking about food now, we're talking about, let's just say, is information. Some people, they will look at raw vegetables as is good because raw vegetables is feeding, right? It's good for your health. It's very good. When you cook food, you take away everything that the nutrients from all the food. But when you give someone to eat in its pure form, as raw as it is healthy for them. If you give people information as it is raw, like the raw vegetables that the healer was giving them, raw, good information. Now, it depends whether they are able to process it when they are receiving it or they are unable to process it when they are receiving it. Even in that dream, you would have seen that they were taking it and they were happy to take it because it was making them happy, but they were dancing and they were happy with what they were being given. So that is good. They were singing. They were not singing being unhappy, right? You give us raw vegetable. They were singing like they were happy, like we will take the raw vegetables. We will process it as we dance, right? We'll take the raw information as we are being given by the Thobela we've been sent to, and we'll process it through the dancing, through the singing. We'll process it as we're singing. You understand? Remember, this is metaphorical. We are talking about metaphors, right? Right here. The food being given, it is the information being given sometimes. The food being given, it shows that someone is giving people the goodness. Because if I go to someone's house, as I am now, and someone gives me food that is like a greens, It is greens, isn't it? That's what you're talking about. Yes, see, they were eating it with no complaints. They were happy. If me, knowing what raw vegetables can make someone look younger, beautiful, beautiful skin, be able to hear your ancestors properly. When you're eating raw vegetables, raw food diet, guys, it's really healthy for us. It's just that we are unable to, some of us are unable to go through one day with only raw vegetables. If I go to someone's house and they just send me a plate full of beautiful raw tomatoes, onions, spinach, this and that, that is a friend to keep. They want me to be healthy. They want me to live longer. They want me to be able to look beautiful, because they are feeding, they are putting the good things inside me to make me beautiful outside. So I'll be happy with someone like that. So that is just that, metaphorically, being given the right things. Even though you go in there with other things. You want meat. You go in with goods. You want to eat, actually, I can't say that. You know, this is the problem, right? I can't even say things that I'm thinking about because of Mandawe spirit, about what I'm thinking about the goat, and what they might be symbolizing in that dream. I can't say it because it will take me backwards, because animals should be treated as such with my gift, right? We should be treating all living things with respect, and and eating, we should be eating raw vegetables, even though vegetables sometimes, even the spinach, they can talk. Anyway, let's not get there. Otherwise, we're going to be going logical when we're talking about spiritual things, when there's no logical. We have to speak in metaphors when we're talking about this. Anyway, that is good. It's beautiful. Oh, guys, so this is it. We've done, guys. So we'll talk again. We'll have these sessions again. And remember, don't forget to tick those like buttons if you like this video. And yes, we'll talk again. Remember that, we'll talk again. And remember to trust your ancestors, spirits, and guides. And especially when it comes to clothes, your ancestors, spirits, and guides will show you the things that you need. Do not doubt them. When it comes to beads, they will show you the beads that you need. Do not doubt them. Right? And sometimes these beads and clothes, they come with messages, meaning that you wear this for this reason. So when you're looking at your dream where that beads or that cloth was coming in, just try and think about it properly. That, okay, it looks like I was not happy, but then my people came through in that dream and they were wearing this cloth and I was happy, because it means when with that cloth, it takes you from that state to that state, right? So you need to look at that. And as well, remember that your people will use symbols, something relating to you, how you think about things, right? How you think about things, they'll use that in your dream to explain something. Like what we were saying with that, with what was it? With Susan, about the science, being a scientist, because it is symbol to her relating to real life. Now they are bringing into the dream state, because in real life the thinking was like this. In the dream state, sometimes it's like this now. You understand? They're taking symbol, they use symbol relating to you. That's why it's always good in dreams to remember that all these things we are seeing, all these dogs we're seeing in dreams, sometimes it's nothing to do with relating to, it's common to everyone. No, it is because you maybe grew up hating or running or loving dogs. So your people, when they're coming as dogs like that, trying to introduce you to things like that, it is because from your memory, they are bringing a different message. Remember that. Okay? Sometimes we might talk about commonalities, but sometimes it's just relating to you in general. Anyway, that is just that. And Kganyang, 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 Kganyang. How do I close that?